you have.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Let Me Get This Right. I am your host, Naisha,
And I'm Brandon.
and we're coming back with part 2 of how we met. So, if you guys didn't watch the last video of part 1 of how we met, please go back and watch it so that part 2 makes sense to you. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it because, again, it's a lot of details. So we don't want to keep it too long, but we want to make sure that we are giving you guys like the full testimony of how God restored us. And yeah, like God just did a thing. So
Yeah.
we can't hide it anymore. And so yeah, we're just gonna pick up where we left off from part 2. Babe, do you want me to kind of pick up from where we left off? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna let you pick up because I do not
and you're gonna
remember
feed in
where we were
with-
at. So I'm glad that you're prepared.
Yeah.
And so I'll fall off with you.
So basically where we left off was we went on our first date, and from there it just kind of took off. God just moved us so quickly with our relationship, and from there, like as I stated before, like we just talked about everything. We talked on the phone for hours. Like we were pretty much inseparable. And then up until about, like I said, we met in October, and then up until about November, mid-November is when Babe went back home. And yeah, like that was like during the holidays, because mind you, he didn't expect to meet anybody, like none of that. So he had plans.
Yeah, my ticket. I had already bought the tickets.
Yeah.
Like, even before I met you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was planning to go home from like Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas.
Yeah. So that's the thing too, because you had already made plans. That's why it's like many are the plans in a man's heart, but it's only the will of God that will prevail. So like he had already made preparations, not knowing what was to come, right?
Yeah.
Boom. He flies home, and we're like, it's like an aching pain, like with us being apart. But God strategically planned that, because up until that point, we were like inseparable.
Yeah.
So God had to separate us so that we can clearly hear from him. And I think that was very important, because it allowed us to really seek him about each other and really get confirmation about each other, right? So I want to say that's when we decided to pray about it and seek God, because I think it was a Sunday where I was just leaving work, and I was like almost in tears, because for one, I was like, why am I feeling so strongly about this man that I've only known for like at that point like 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I was like really missing him, and I felt like a piece of me had left. And I'm like, I've never felt this strongly about someone ever, let alone in the first 2 months.
Yeah.
And so that Sunday, I prayed a prayer. I was like, God, I need you to confirm if this is from you or if it's a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not, like, I need you to remove him. Like, it was so hard to pray that prayer. And then, so anyway, I prayed that prayer and I forgot about it or whatever. And literally that night that we talked, you want to come in and just say how you had kind of...
Yeah. I guess to kind of piggyback off of that, like, and just to kind of provide some context, like, I think it was like, it just worked out like almost supernaturally that I had planned to like go home during that time, because I don't think we get married in 5 months if it were not for that time.
Yes.
Because I mean, yes, we were, like you said, we were inseparable. We were talking on the phone for like hours every night.
Yeah.
But I think it was that separation that really made it crystal clear for both of us. Like,
yes,
I can't do life without this person.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
So yeah, I mean, our relationship was really unique though. Like the phone conversations that we were having were different from the conversations that I've had in relationships in the past. And
Yeah,
I feel like I
same.
just want to kind of touch on that too. Like the conversations we were having were like they were kingdom minded conversations. Like they weren't just the normal, oh, I miss you. Oh, you miss me too. Oh, like we were talking about like, like wow, what would it look like if God brought us together for a reason? Like what are some of the things, like what are things that like we would want to accomplish like together as a couple?
So
Like we were
good.
just having different
Yeah.
conversations, talking about scriptures, talking about, we would go back and forth. I started off sending like a little scripture at the end of each text that I would send every day. And then that just ballooned into like we were sending like full blown paragraphs of just breaking down biblical scriptures and what we had covered in our Bible study that morning. So I just
It
felt
was
like,
so good.
yeah, just wanted to go back and provide that context. So that's another thing that kind of factored into us feeling comfortable moving forward in 5 months. But to get back to me going home, yeah, so flew home, and like she said, that's when we were just like, yo, I can't like live without this person. Like I can't, it doesn't feel right. Like normally if I'm away from somebody who, I've dated in the past or whatever, as long as we talking on the phone, it's cool. FaceTime every now and again. Like it was like, no, like this is hurting me.
Yeah.
Like physical pain in my chest.
Yeah, it was so hard. And we had, oh, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So I was feeling the same way. Like it was like, I'm praying and I'm like, God, this feels different. Like this feels like this is like kingdom purpose. Like this feels like, and I don't want to feel that way if that's not what this is. So yeah, I prayed that same prayer. I was like, hey, God, if this is not God, if this is not the one,
Very relentlessly,
if this is not the one,
reluctantly.
Lord, if you see fit, if it's your will, if it's really your will, then go ahead and take our way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I prayed and actually it wasn't a long, it was that morning I was in prayer and I prayed that prayer and he gave me confirmation pretty quickly. Like, yeah, no, I didn't bring her into your life for no reason. Like what you're feeling, it's for a reason.
But you said that you were in church and he confirmed. When you were in church, you said he had kind of spoken to you, or before you had went to church, he had spoke to you while you were in prayer.
I think that was before I actually prayed the prayer. That was that Sunday I was in church and he was like quickening my spirit and he was like, start watching videos on preparing for marriage, the role of a man in marriage, and just start really like diving into that.
That's
and so
good.
I was like, okay, cool.
That's so good.
And then when I heard that, I was like, okay, got it. So what are you telling me? Like, is this, what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling in my spirit that it is? And he confirmed it. And so, yeah.
Yeah. That's so good. Like God he's so strategic. Whenever he puts something in your spirit, it's for a reason. And just like my husband was saying, like God had started positioning me as well. Like he had started preparing my heart and was just like, he was just putting videos in front of me, like pathetically speaking to me about it. And so God, after I prayed that prayer, he gave me a dream that same night. And it was confirmation about me getting married. And like I said, I just kept seeing things like come up on my feed, like about like, married in 3 months, married in, like how God quickly brings, when he brings kingdom marriages together, he does not waste time. Okay. And so that's why he was really like quickening us. And it was just like we had this urgency in our spirit to move faster than we had ever moved at all in a relationship. And again, like my husband said, I had never felt this strongly about like moving so quickly as I did with my husband. And it was just, again, so powerful how he did it and how he positioned us to be separated for the amount of time that he did, to yeah, prune our hearts, prepare our hearts, and just speak to us separately. So yeah, then up until that point, after he gave us confirmation, we had both talked that night, and we had mentioned it like, listen, I prayed. No, I think you said it first.
Yeah. I felt bad because I was like, I feel like this is like the ultimate betrayal. I'm about to tell her that I asked God, to take her away if need be, and she's gonna get mad at me. But yeah, fortunately, we were
on the same page. That happened quite frequently, like to where God was just allowing us to like coincidentally have things happen to us at the same time, like just confirming, this is what I told you.
For sure.
This is what it meant. And so he just, so I was like, you did? I actually prayed that prayer too today. He was like, wow. So it was just even more confirmation, and God was just planting those little seeds, right? Like in our hearts, just to say, that's me, right? It's like a wink. So yeah, it was almost like mind blowing to see like how he was just confirming, like, this is my will for you, and I'm faithful. I have not forgotten about you, and I'm restoring. But there's an assignment.
So with that, like we said, I had planned on going home from Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas, which was about 5 or so weeks. So yeah, like after we kind of had that discussion, it was like, like I was struggling.
Yeah.
Like I was struggling. And I mean, like I was enjoying myself. I'm at home. I'm spending time with my parents. It's the holidays. Wonderful time. But it was just like, yo.
Yeah.
My chest again, like the aching in my chest. It was just
our
like
hearts. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to be
so hard.
I need to be near my rib. I'm calling her my rib. That was probably too early to be calling you that, but that's what it felt like. And so I'm praying again, and I'm like, God, like I appreciate you giving me the confirmation, but like, yo, why am I feeling like this? Like I'm struggling. Like I feel like I need to be, with my lady.
Yeah.
And what was it? What did he say? I told you what he said. Man, I can't even remember. It was something along the lines of your blessing and your promise and your home is back in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going home. I'm going to spend time at home. And he was like, your home and your blessing and your promise is back in Houston.
So good, ladies. FYI, it doesn't take a man long to know if you're the one. God is he's going to put that on his heart, right? Because like my husband said before in the prior video, like when God quickened him at the fire pit, that wasn't in his mind. Like, so don't pressure a man into like making the decision about you or trying to decide if you're the one. Like if you're the one, God is going to let him know that. He's going to quicken his heart, and then he'll position him to start pursuing you as his wife. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. You don't have to like pressure him. If it's the will of God, God is going to really put it on his heart. So
I agree with that. And that, as a man, I gotta be honest, like it's the truth. Like we know, definitely within the first 2 months, if we feel like this is somebody that I could consider marrying. And then from there, if you're dealing with a man of God who has the ability to hear from God, he's going to have the ability to, decipher and hear from the Spirit, whether or not, you know what I mean? You're their person. And I'm not saying that everybody is going to get married in 5 months like we did. But it ain't no reason why you should be waiting around 2, 3, 4 years. I honestly do not believe that's necessary or it should be.
No. There is a season of preparation.
For sure.
Right prior to God, positioning you for your person. And that might look like, for me, it was 4 years before he had positioned me for my husband. And that was the amount of time that it took for my husband. It was a year before he rewinded back for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he'll prepare you. And then when he does, be ready.
Yeah.
Don't run from it. Don't question it. Because it was times where we had like moments of doubt and unbelief, just being transparent, because it was just so unreal and something we had never experienced.
Yeah.
Moving so quickly, and just God being so, like, it was like his voice was so strong in our hearts.
Yeah.
That we couldn't deny it. It was like, okay. But yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't want to get too much wrapped up into like the details, but it's important. So
for sure. So with that being said, I'm like, okay, God. So I changed my flight. I changed my flight, y'all.
Yeah.
I said, I got to get back to my lady. I got to get back to my good thing. So, changed my flight. I came back in about 3 weeks. I was supposed to be home for 5 weeks. I came back in 3 weeks. I was like, no, I'm spending Christmas with my honey. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got back. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. We spent Christmas together. And yeah, where are we going?
I was like, never do that again.
Right.
Like, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so he came back early, like he said, like Babe said, and we spent Christmas together. We spent New Year's together. But when he came back, like, I had already felt it in my spirit.
Oh, yeah.
We had already gotten confirmation, but he confirmed to me that God had told you, like, it's time for me to pursue you as my wife. Because he didn't want to tell me over the phone.
Yeah, so I think we were both in love at that point.
We were.
But we wouldn't, we weren't saying it. And that's exactly what it was. Like, at that point, it was like, when I knew that I knew that I knew.
We kept talking in code too, like.
Yeah, we would kind of be talking in code, but not really saying it. But when I knew for sure, and when I got confirmation from God, that's when it was like, okay, I'm in love with this woman. But I was at home. And so I'm like, I'm not finna say it over the phone like a punk. I'm gonna say it face to face. So I was like, well, I gotta wait till I come back. So that also played into like, I gotta get back. Yeah. I'm sorry, I gotta get back. So yeah, I came.
So what
back.
did your parents say about you changing your flight?
Mom, Mama Dixon was a little upset. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I love you.
I know. I felt bad because I was like, when he told me, I was like, oh.
She didn't take it as bad as I thought she would, though. She didn't. I think she kind of understood, because I had been telling them about you ever since I got home, and they were so excited. So she was like, "You was supposed to be here for another 2 weeks. I'm not happy that my time's getting cut short." But she was like, "I understand." And my dad, he was a dude. He was like, "Hey, do what you gotta do. Get back to your lady." So, yeah, I came back, and as soon as I got back, that first night, I was like, babe,
come on through.
Like I said, we prayed about it. Oh, go ahead.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Well, you were gone for like 3 weeks.
Oh.
And so I came over like that evening.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to pray. We didn't do anything. Disclaimer.
Right.
But
to be clear.
Yeah.
But
abstinence does make the heart grow fonder.
It does.
So.
But yeah, I was like, hey babe, we talked about it, we sought God, and I got confirmation, and so I just want to make it abundantly clear to you that I intend on pursuing you to be my wife, and I love you.
Yeah, he said it first.
But of course,
I was obviously feeling the same way, and I was like, yeah, like I got confirmation, and I feel peace about it, and of course, I love you too, and I think that's just where it started. Like we start making plans from there. So, this was in December.
That was December. Yeah, we did. Because, I mean, obviously, yeah. When did we decide for sure that we were going to... Okay, so we went back and forth a little bit because we was debating whether to push it back until the summertime.
Get married?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, boom, he gets back. We get together. We, confirm that this is what we heard from God, and we're going to start moving towards marriage. So prior to that, we did seek, we sought counsel. And, from there it was just us making plans. So we went back and forth about the timing on when we should move forward with the marriage. So originally we were like, let's just do it in the summer because we can really plan, we can save up, da, da, da.
Yep.
So, and then I was like, well, I don't know, like, what about, spring break? And I was like, no, that's too soon. We were just going back and forth about it. And then obviously we prayed about it, we fasted about it, and we just kept feeling in our spirit that we needed to move, and we needed to move fast.
Yep.
And so...
Also, can I be honest with the people?
No, be honest. Oh, yeah. Well, are you going to say that one of the... Okay, go ahead.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It was that. That was the 85% of it. The other 15% was we was not getting physical.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
It's not. It's not.
Easy.
When you're physically attracted to someone.
Listen.
And the chemistry is there on all fronts, like not just physical, but like we were spiritually connected.
Well.
Like we were like, it was just, we were like, at that point we were connected. And so it was hard, right? And so men and women, we get in the same room.
Yes, Lord.
Things get heated.
Yes, sir. And
that was a contributing factor.
It was a contributing factor. I'm not going to lie to you.
And I think God did that too, because like, he knows, like, that's why he created intimacy, because he knows, like,
For sure.
And we've experienced it before. We know the pleasures in it and what have you. But yeah, like, I think God really pushed us to like, y'all, he just really made us really like, it was a deep connection. Like,
it wasn't that deep. We waited.
Well, no, but no, it was a really deep connection to the point where we were just so drawn to each other.
For sure.
That it was just like, we're not gonna wait till this. We can't.
Couldn't do it. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, we had all the good reasons, all these things that you said, at 100%. I'm just gonna be 100% with y'all. Keep it a buck. We wasn't about to make it to the.
We wasn't gonna make it, and I knew for a fact
we won't gonna make it. We won't.
And I was like, I knew for a fact that I was not going to break my promise that I made to God. I was like, look, I'm not about to slip up. Not that it wasn't hard, but I was like, I'm not about to slip up and break the promise that I made to God, letting him know that I was going to wait for my husband this time around because he was faithful.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
But I say that to say, like, another reason why a lot of times I think we ran into this as well with people, having opinions about us getting married as quickly as we did. A lot of people don't wait until they get married. So if you are not waiting,
that's why they're able to.
I'm just going to keep it real. Like, I really don't want to hear what you have to say if you're not waiting until you actually get married.
So say what you want to say about, they married quickly because da 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 da.
Yeah, it played a role.
It did. But we also knew, like, we weren't going to sin, and we also knew that what were we waiting for? God already confirmed that this was our person. What are we delaying for?
People have opinions about it, and people want to interject, their perspective on it. But, like, again, if you're already getting the benefits of marriage, prior to actually getting married, then yeah, you got a lot more patience. It's a lot easier when you're already, you know what I
Pay for the
mean?
milk when you could get
Yeah,
you
you already getting the milk. Like what you? So it's
is
no rush.
It is no rush.
But yeah, when you're doing the right thing, if you're doing the right thing, if you're seeking godly counsel, if you're praying and seeking direction from the Holy Spirit, from God, and you feel the leading to go ahead and move forward, and you guys have had discussions.
Yeah.
You guys have talked about, you guys believe the same things. Core essentials, you guys are on the same page. You guys have your visions align. Like she's not trying to be, a music star, and you trying to be a preacher. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got visions that align.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with moving forward. Understand, as long as you guys both have an understanding of what marriage means, about the sacrificial nature of marriage. It's not just what I can get from the other person, it's how can I serve the other person. If you have somebody who's on the same page with you, and you've gotten confirmation, you've sought God, you've sought godly counsel, yeah, I don't see any issue in moving forward, especially because if you're trying to do it the right way, it is not going to be easy. To be around somebody as fine as my wife is, and not want to, consummate.
Right. So yeah, he's absolutely right. Like it plays a role. So we decided to just move forward, and why wait? But God was like, just to let you know, like how we knew that God wasn't just pressuring us like to move forward, but there was a reason behind why we also needed to move as quickly as we did. Do you want me to share, or you want to share? Why? Like,
I don't know what you're about to say.
Oh, okay. Because like literally a month later after we got married.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
but before that, so we started planning. This was in December, January. We start planning and seeking God. I started looking at roles of a wife and doing all of the things that I needed to do to prepare myself, because I had never been physically a wife. I knew I was a wife, but I had never been a wife. So, yeah, we were preparing ourselves. And then February, this was October, November, December, January. So 4 months later, he proposed at the restaurant where we had our first date, Pearl and Vine.
At the fire pit.
At the fire pit.
At the fire pit.
I knew it was coming because we were planning for it, but I didn't know when. So yes, like, and it was just so many things like that the devil was doing to try to like discourage. Like, I think the ring wasn't going to be here, or
yeah, the ring. All right, so I'm gonna take over because I feel like you're not putting enough sauce on how I set up.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It was beautiful, babe. Take it over. Take over.
Okay, so we had the so we talked about in the last episode how we had our first date at Pearl and Vine, and I had we went out to the fire pit, and so I had my Moses in the burning bush moment where God spoke to me through the fire in the fire pit and quickened my spirit.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, so I'm gonna propose, and I'm gonna go to that same restaurant where we had our first date, where we first laid eyes on each other, and I'm gonna recreate that moment. So, booked the reservations at the restaurant.
Yeah.
I reserved the whole outside area where they had the fire pit, and got in touch with like a little, marriage planning service, something like that. So, coordinated all of that. So, boom. We go to the restaurant, we have the date night. We get our food, we eat, having conversation, everything like that. She's still, I don't know if she, knows or not, but she's playing it cool.
No, I didn't know. I had a feeling it was coming. I thought it was going to happen on Valentine's Day, but he didn't do it.
No, that would have been too easy.
I know. So I was like, okay, I don't know when he's going to do it, but it's got to be soon because we getting married soon.
Right.
But yeah, the waiter almost gave it away.
Yeah,
he he was just smiling at me. He was just making all these gestures like, are you having a good night? Like, I mean, why is he so happy? Like, he's too friendly. I was getting a little worried, but
Bruh, he was doing the most. I'm like,
at the end of it, he was like, the waiter almost told you. Like, I'm just like, yeah, he was really, and no, it wasn't just him. It was like everybody that was coming up. But that restaurant was so good about it. Like,
they were. Okay, so we finish and we go out to the fire pit, and your boy got it set up. So we walk out, and then you see the fire pit. We holding hands, and then as you continue to walk, she can see they had they had some candles lit up in the shape of a heart. Okay,
it was so pretty.
They had a bouquet of roses in the middle of the candles, and so. Yeah, so we walk over there. Mind you, I had a whole, speech that, I was going, I was going to lay my I was going to lay my game down quite flat, and didn't get to get none of it off. I didn't get to get none of it off. As soon as I started, she's bawling, she's running around the place.
I was not running around the place. I was crying. I was, but
you might as well have been. I might have put some extras on it, but
he did.
You was. Either way, I'm sitting here on my knees, just waiting.
All I heard was my whole name. Will you marry me? Yes. Without question.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so beautiful. And then everybody at the restaurant, because it was just us, like it was something between us and God. So it was just us. But then like everybody at the restaurant was like cheering and like waiting for us to for him to, because they already knew, like the whole restaurant already knew. Then there were people that were outside having dinner, and of course they didn't know. But yeah, the event planner was out there, and so after he proposed and I said yes, they were like clapping.
All the waiters, all the waitresses, like everybody was out there.
Just waiting for the moment. It was so beautiful, and it was just
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and the restaurant gave us like complimentary like cake and wine. Like it was just very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So then literally after that, like a month later, we got married in the courthouse, just the two of us.
It wasn't even a month later.
It wasn't even a month later.
It was 2 weeks later.
It was like 2 weeks later. Like boom, boom, boom. So proposes. We schedule our wedding. We had already went to get our certificate and everything. And then we schedule our wedding because we had to have that before we could even schedule anything.
Right.
The day of, this is how I know the devil was fighting this thing. Okay? Busy. It was just so many little discouragements. I'm not going to say big because, I mean, but like I was late. So it made us late.
I don't even know if that was the devil. That was just par for the course. That's another day.
It was just tedious stuff that was bothering me that I just didn't like. I didn't like my hair. I didn't like my makeup. Like I was trying to fix it because I didn't like the way it was done. And yeah, so I was making us late, and then he was hot. He lost his phone.
Oh shoot.
He lost his phone on the way to the courthouse.
Oh, man.
It was just a big mess. Okay, we get there. We got to get checked in. And thank God, like, they let us, like, go ahead and go through with it or whatever.
Yeah,
so we just,
we extra late.
Extra late, like an hour.
Yeah, it was extra late.
So we were so scared. But thank you, Jesus. Like, we prayed. I was like, babe, because I could feel him. Like, he isn't the type that shows his, like, emotions in like anger or anything like that. He's very monotone. So I knew he was getting there because he was quiet, and I was like, babe, because again, most of it was my fault. All of it was the late thing was my fault. I was like, babe, let's just pray. And he was looking so good, and I was just like, I don't like this, I don't like that. And he was just like, just come on, like, we gotta go. And I was just like, okay. So just like, babe, on the way there, let's pray up in the back, taking selfies. After I prayed, I wasn't worried. I was like, God gonna work it out. He's gonna work it out. So I'm in the back taking selfies. I'm like, it's hot. He was just not seeing nothing. And I'm in the back trying to put my shoes on, do other stuff. And anyway, we get there. Thank you, Jesus. He let us, our photographer got there. I think he was a little bit late.
Was he?
No, I think he showed up.
He was there.
Yeah, we were late. That's what it was. So yeah,
Yes.
photographer gets there, and yeah, we go in. The judge comes in, and she's like, "You're late."
Right.
And we're like, "Sorry, but thank you for letting us like still do it or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we do it, and it was just like the biggest sigh after, because Babe had already booked like the beach house and took off. I took off. Like it was just everything was already set in stone.
Yeah.
So, and he's a planner, so like anything gets outside of the planning that he's already set, it messes up his mood. So yeah. So anyway, we get married.
Yes.
So we take a breather. We leave out of the courthouse. We have to go back to find Babe's phone. Mind you, he didn't have his phone this whole time. We winging it.
Right.
He didn't have his vows. Nothing.
I read my vows on the phone.
He had to
Didn't have
freestyle with his vows. But we'll
Straight
try to
freestyle.
insert some pictures somewhere,
Okay.
hopefully, of the wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give y'all some timestamps, okay? But anyway, we go back. Thankfully, like, his mom calls his phone. Your mom calls your phone.
Yeah, she called it, and then they had it at the apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
I think it fell off my car. I put it on the top of my car when I was getting in the car, and then as I was driving out, right as I passed by the apartment, the main office, I guess it fell off. So
Yeah, so somebody picked it up and turned
that,
it in. Thank
which
you,
was a
Jesus.
blessing.
Yes.
That was God.
So yeah, so the office, I think the office called you or something. They came and brought it to you or something.
They called. No,
Your mom.
my mom called, and so they picked up, and they were like, "Oh yeah." So how did they get in? How did I get contacted?
She told him where you lived, and the maintenance man.
That's
came
what
by.
it is. Yeah.
Thankfully,
So,
you were home because that was good too. Because
Man, that
yeah,
was
like
God.
we had just pulled in, and he was like trying to track his phone and like praying. I'm like, Lord, this is nothing but the devil.
Yeah. And
He's trying to mess with things. No, this is not gonna happen.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, like up until that point, we were both like, "Is this God? Is this God? Is this God?" Because it was just stuff just happening. It was just like,
Yeah, because the beach house was like 2 hours away, so I wasn't about to drive all the way out there without my phone.
no. So yeah, so we had.
So yeah, maintenance person knocked at the door. She was like, "Hey, did you lose your phone?" I did.
Yeah, and I was downstairs crying, praying.
Yeah.
And I was looking through the car like, where is his phone? Where's his phone? I was looking through the car, and that's when he was like, he called me. He was like, they found it. Blah, blah. I was like, whoo, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
So after that,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, we had our honeymoon after that. You know what happened there.
Whatever.
But
But yeah, that's just the gist of like how God moved us literally within 5 months.
yeah.
And so but anyway, we're glad that we listened to the voice of God
Yes.
and that we heard him clearly, because a month later you want to talk about
Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, like a month after we got married, I got laid off from my job. And it was, I'm not going to go into the details of the situation, but like it happened in a way that I knew it was God. And I don't know how to describe it.
he was
because
so calm.
Yeah,
And
like
I
I
was
had a weird peace
Yeah.
that came over me, and it was just like, this is God, this is you. This is you repositioning me. And when that happened, it's like everything made sense as to why he had us move when we moved. Because if being the person that I am, the way that I am, if I had gotten laid off from my job and we had not gotten married at that point, we wouldn't have gotten married anytime soon. No time soon. Because I'm not the person, I'm not going to go into a marriage where I don't feel like I'm in a position to provide stability and be able to provide for my wife. So that happened. And like I said, I just had a weird piece about it. And it was just like, okay, God, this is you repositioning. And ultimately it was, I ended up with my current job where I make probably 3 times as much as I was making.
Yeah.
And I thought I was, you know what I'm saying? Thought I was doing good on that job.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good at his old job. But like, don't forget, like, God has to take away in order to give you better.
Man.
He's never going to take something away from you without replacing it with better. And if you're asking God for more, if you're asking God for better, and your current situation is not what he envisions for you, he's got to remove it. It might hurt in the moment, but God knows the outcome. So trust him. Like, don't ever think of losses as God punishing you or, inconvenience or what have you. Think about it as a repositioning for the promise.
Yeah, 100%.
So God is faithful. And I was hurt. I was in shambles.
Oh my God.
Because I thought it was spiritual. I was like, well, we just got married and, you lose your job. Lord, is it something spiritual? Like, I was literally like in tears.
You was bawling.
I was bawling.
I'm talking about 0 to 60. Like, I told her and it was like.
And he was so calm about it. And I was like, why are you so calm? Yeah. Like, he was so calm. And yeah, like.
You got to get to a point in life where you trust the plan of God so much that even when things happen that you didn't expect or that you wouldn't have, if you wrote it up yourself, you wouldn't have written it up that way. Things that you would deem unfortunate. Even when those things happen, you just know, okay, God, it's you. The Bible talks about how he orders our steps. You have to really trust that. The Bible, talks about the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. You have to really trust and believe that, that he's going before you and he's making your crooked places straight. So if something happens that you deem is not good, it's not good to you based on your limited point of view. But you have to understand God sees everything. He sees the future. He sees what he's trying to position you for. He sees where he's trying to take you. So sometimes in order to give you something better, he has to take away what it is that you have. And we're just like kids to God. Like, like you might have a brand new, the newest Xbox 720 video game for your kid that you got them for Christmas. And in order to get them to actually look at it and play with it, you got to take away the Xbox One. And you trying to take away the Xbox One, and they're like, no. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to give you something better. Like, you got to let it go.
That's so
You got to let it go. If something happens to you that's bad, you have to have that trust in God that no matter what happens, he's ordering your steps. And you give it up to him because the job's not mine. The money that comes from the job is not mine. I'm just a steward.
He's our source.
He's my source, not the job. God is my source. So if we're plugged in and our relationship with God is where it needs to be, and we understand that, then we're not stressing when things happen, because we know.
That's so good.
We know that God's in control.
That's so good.
And so, ended up with my current position, making 3 times more than what I was making when I thought I was making good money. So we're blessed. And it's all due to obedience because, again, had we not gotten married when we did, we would probably still not be married. We might just be getting married.
Right.
When I felt like,
he is the author and finisher of our faith.
For sure.
So as long as we trust his timing and we trust his, that when he leads us, we just follow, we're sheep, that he's going to allow the plan to fold out as he planned. You just got to trust him. You just got to trust him. So,
and that goes for everything, just the whole story,
and we weren't even living together.
No,
we weren't even living together like for the first 7 months.
Oh wow, yeah, that's true. Because the way our leases was set up,
our story, like our whole situation was like just not like, it was just out of the ordinary. Like it was so untraditional.
Yeah.
That We just knew that God was like, because we were still like, okay, what about our leases? Like, what about this? What about that? Like, God was just like, move. Just move now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's the main thing to take away from it. Again, if you meet somebody and you feel like, you guys are in a position to move forward and accelerate that process, don't be afraid to do it. If you're hearing from God that that's what you should do. If God's telling you to wait, then you might want to wait because he might know something that you don't know. But if you guys are seeking God, if you guys are, having conversations, asking questions, making sure you're on the same page and getting confirmation, move forward with that thing, man. Like, don't be afraid. Step out in faith. Trust God that he's going to provide and make a way. And keep him at the foundation and the center of your marriage. Keep them at the center of your relationship. And
good.
he will sustain you.
That's so good.
And don't be afraid, and this is probably going to be another video, don't be afraid to go to the courthouse and get it taken care of either.
That's like the best thing I think that we could have done. Like,
Yeah.
Versus, because if we would have planned a wedding, we wouldn't have gotten married till, like you said, about now.
Right.
So
Spending a whole bunch of money.
you're not going to have time. Like, when God says move, you have to move. And so don't be afraid, and especially because we spend more money. We spend less money on the wedding than we did with everything else. Like, we got the beach house. Like, we did a lot. Like, we had a good time. Okay. And so
The wedding is for everybody else.
Everybody else. Like, yes, you're going to be your debt.
Right.
Like, that's just, it's for everybody else. Now, don't get me wrong. If that's what you choose to do.
100%.
And that's, where God is leading you. Yeah. Then have a wedding, have a big wedding and everything. And maybe that's something that we might do eventually. We still might have something with family and
For
friends.
sure.
Like, but I mean, other than that, all we needed was each other and God. Like, that was the 3-strand cord that we needed to make that happen. And he did it in such a way that I feel like we were able to just move like that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here because the rest is just history. After we got married, God just positioned us and repositioned us so many different ways. And we're just thankful that we are now together, doing life together, building together, and just trusting his timing and just moving in purpose now. I feel like we have enjoyed each other, but now it's time to get to work.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you want to take us home?
Yeah, so that's it. And you'll hear more, some of the details as we go along. We'll tell more of the story and some of the details in videos to come. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family. Give us a like, drop a comment, let us know. Would you get married in 5 months? Do you know anyone who's gotten married quickly? And yeah, other than that, that's it. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.